Hello there, it's Jackie Bolhuis from Klompenstampers. Welcome to my video today. Now today I am focusing completely on brand new stampers and card makers. I am so often asked, I don't know where to start. I want to start making handmade cards to send to family and friends, but it's kind of overwhelming. Where do I start? And it seems like so often you fall in love with wanting to do this and you flip through the catalog and you start buying all these fun things you love, like I like this and this and this and this and this, and then you get it and you don't know what to do with it. So this video may be a little longer than normal, but it's full of stamping tips, but primarily, hopefully I can kind of scale it down and show you a good way to make, especially that first purchase or a few purchases to get everything you need to make something. You know, there's nothing, worse than having a bunch of stuff but you can't do anything with it. And I want to make sure you have the basics to get started on your card making journey. Now, if you've been watching me for a while and you like my projects and everything, I think you're going to like the cards I share as well because they are quick and easy, using minimal supplies, and I have lots of stamping tips that you might pick one up too. So I hope you watch, even if you've been watching me or you've been card making already. But again, for those of you that are brand new and want to get started, I'm really talking to you in this video. And as always, if you have questions, please reach out to me. I am here to help you. Down in the description of the video, there'll be a link also that takes you over to my website. And over there, I have a whole page dedicated to getting started and showing you the supplies that you need to get started. So we're going to talk about them, show them, but you'll be able to go over there and have that as a reference as well. Because I want you to enjoy card making. It is a fantastic, fun hobby, and it is awesome to just bless people with what we like to call happy mail. We all need happy mail these days. So come join the bandwagon. Come make some handmade cards and send to family and friends. I promise you, it's quick and easy, but you want to be smart about what you purchase. Hang on, and we're going to flip the camera down and get started. We're going to start out by looking at this PDF that I have for you that you can download over on the website. That link will be in the video description. But this breaks down what I'm talking about today to really help those of you that are brand new and don't know where to start as far as what to buy. We're going to start out with breaking it down to stamps, ink, and paper. I believe that's all you need to get started and to make some nice cards. So for stamps, we're going to use Art Gallery. This is one of my recommended sets for beginners because it's very versatile. We have lots of different greetings on there. You want to make sure that your first purchase will give you things to make a card for all different people. You want to get a lot of use out of it, and this is a great one. Now, our stamp sets, whether they are the cling mount or the photopolymer, need to go on blocks. Every stamp set in the catalog will list the recommended blocks. Now, for this particular stamp set, it's B, D, and G. So those are those 3 blocks. Everything will fit on one of those. Now, if you do feel like you're going to continue on this hobby, I do recommend buying the bundle of blocks. Then you'll have one of every size and you'll never have to worry about that again. So that's our stamps. Our ink, we're going to start with 3 ink pads. I have Granny Apple Green, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight. Now, if you like other colors, pick 3 that you like. I think 3 gives you a nice variety with using this stamp set. And then black is always a basic. Stampin' Up! Carries the Memento Tuxedo Black. It's a great black, but I recommend always getting one of those right away because you're going to use that all the time. So there's stamps, ink, and paper. And for paper, again, to keep it simple, we're going to start with the note cards and envelopes. I love that these come in a pack of 20, so you have your cards, your envelopes, everything. You're good to go. So with these items, our stamps, our ink, our paper, and our blocks, we're ready to get stamping. Now, one more thing I recommend on that first purchase is you need to clean your stamps. I love the Stampin' Up! Chamois. I keep mine in a clear stamp case, but you could just keep it in a plastic Ziploc. This one's been used. It's kind of icky looking, but it's stained, and it will continue to be good no matter how bad it looks. All you need to do is take it under your sink and rinse it out and squeeze it until the water runs clear from it, and it'll always be good for cleaning your stamps. So let's set that aside. We'll use that as we go. So I think we're ready to make our first couple of cards. Now, we're going to start with our stamps, and we're going to go ahead and put these on the block. Now, if you only have one of each size, which most people do initially, then you're going to take one on and then put the other one off. But I'm a little bit spoiled, I'll be honest. I have several of each size, so I am going to put all of mine that I'm going to use for the video on here at one time. Let's see. We need that guy and that one to start out with. And then let's go ahead and make a happy birthday to start. So we're going to put that on this block. Now, when I put words on, because I like to get them on my block nice and straight, I use a piece of grid paper and I line that up on there. We'll see if that's straight. Usually I have my head straight over it. I don't want to get in the video. So that helps. Now, grid paper, you can certainly purchase this as well to get started. This is the small pad that's really made for the Stamparatus, but I use it for stamping all the time. Or you can get the large size, or just have some scrap paper underneath your work surface. Okay, I think we have our stamps ready. So let's go ahead and start out with one of our note cards. Now, these are pre-scored. Now, scoring just helps you fold it easier. And you'll have one side that's a little indented, one side that's a little raised up. It's that raised up side that goes to the inside. Seems a little backwards, but that's how I do it. Now, a tool, don't need it, I love it, is the bone folder. And when you fold things, it just helps you give that really crisp fold on there. But again, that's something that you can always get at another time. Now, our ink pads. Ink pads, you should store them upside down. Well, Stampin' Up made it real easy for us. And they, if you look, they automatically store upside down when they're right side up. To open these, it opens more like a compact. So you could open it this way, but I found it works better to pinch with both my thumbs on the back. It pops it open, flip it, and then slide it in. And that's how we open these. So snap, open, and slide it in. So I think those are the two we're going to use for this first card to start out with. And let's go this direction. Now, a lot of people will have more colors, and so they'll kind of mix and match this stamp set. But I found you can get a lot of use out of just a couple colors by inking up your stamps and then stamping them on scrap paper first and then onto our card. And that just gives me another shade of that ink. Because this stamp set was designed, it's called a two-step, so that you stamp one and you stamp the other one on top. And that just gives you all that texture and dimension in the image. But see how I use just that one ink pad to get two different shades. Then let's go ahead and take our Granny Apple Green here and put our stem on there, just like that. And then we're making this a birthday card. I like to use black for all my greetings. You certainly can use a color if you want. I've just kind of always been where I like the black to start out with. So there we go. We have a very simple birthday card. Now, I like to always make sure I put something on the inside of my cards as well. So we're going to use the smaller image. Scrap paper first and stamp it. Then the inside of that, we're going to take right off that ink pad to get some different colors. And then we just use that same stem. So there is the inside. So there is our cute little happy birthday card. Now, one more thing before we finish this one up. I like to also always stamp my envelopes. I kind of have this saying, no naked envelopes. We want the envelope to be pretty when somebody goes to that mailbox. So we're going to put the same stamp on the inside or outside of the envelope. So there we go. There is a very quick and easy birthday card with not a lot of supplies. And you'll notice I could have made it best wishes, you're lovely, thinking of you, miss you, congratulations. We could put whatever greeting we needed on there. Now, before I do a second card for you, what I want to show you is how you can easily step this up with just a couple other items. You know, here we kept it super simple with, you know, very few items. But if you want to add a little bit of extra cardstock, you will see on this one, the only thing I did different, I still have that same note card, but I stamped on a piece of basic white, that I cut down to 3 by 4.5, I believe it is. The measurements will be on the guide that you could download. But I cut a piece of basic white and a piece of basic black, and then I adhered that to the note card. So just by putting, you know, that layer in there, inside's the same, envelope's the same, you can see how it just makes that whole card pop a little bit. Wasn't a lot of work. Now, the only thing you need to order here, in addition to what we started with, is a pack of basic white and a pack of basic black. You could put other colors under there too, but I love layering things with black. Plus, again, to keep this simple with not a lot of supplies, your black will go a long way. Now, if you're a person that likes to even step it up a little bit more, I want to show you this version. So I took this exact same card. I didn't do anything different as far as the stamping part, but I added a bow. I love linen thread, and I just doubled it and tied it in a bow, and then I stuck it on with a glue dot on there. And then there's all different kinds of embellishments that you can get. I like the black dots, and I think, you know, it kind of ties in all of that black, but I put a bow and 3 dots on it. And look at how, you know, this card just kind of keeps coming to life by adding just a little bit more. Now, one more version. I took that same card. Okay, let's look at them here. We have the bow and our dots. And what I did is I stamped this flower on a piece of scrap. Okay, we've already gotten the extra basic white here, but I stamped it on scrap. I cut it out just with my scissors, and I layered it on top using dimensionals. These are those double-sided little foam dots, as we like to call them. But you can see, look at the texture. It just kind of pops it up. I've got the image on the bottom, just like that one. And then this one, I just moved it a little bit so you can see that shadow down there. And on my happy birthday, I also stamped on a scrap piece and cut it out and put it under those dimensionals. So it just stepped it up a little bit more. Now, we have not added a lot of supplies. Now, let's just pull this back in because I want to make sure you see what you can all do here. We started with just our stamps, ink, and paper, and blocks, and chamois, okay? Then, on that next card, the only thing I added was some basic white, some basic black. You're going to need a paper cutter because we need to cut those layers. And then you'll also need some adhesive because we need to adhere the white to the black to the note card. I like the liquid glue the best. So here we just added the white, the black, the glue, and then a cutter if you don't have one. And then we just stepped it up one more time by adding linen thread, the black dots, and then we needed that the mini glue dots to stick that bow on as well. And then that final one, we just used more of that basic white that we already had and popped it up. But look at how that came to life. So let's make one more card to show you how easy this is. Let's set these aside. So for the second card here, I grabbed another one of the images. This is kind of the grouping of flowers, and we're using that Daffodil Delight. Now again, we could really just stamp this in that Melon Mambo if you don't want to buy 3 different colored ink pads. So again, it just shows you how any colors work. You pick your favorites. And we're going to stamp it once, and without re-inking it, I'm going to turn it just a little bit over to the right to get a second one. That just kind of filled in the front a little bit instead of just that one image on there. And then we can take, let's do this one as a, I'm thinking of you. So we'll put that down here like so. There is the front, and then we'll just keep using these same products, and let's go ahead and put some flowers on the inside, and then grab our envelope, and voila, that's simple. So there we have one stamp that really stamped our card, our inside, and our envelope. That's why I really like this stamp set, because you've got the versatility of the bigger flower and a couple different pieces, and then you've got this one as well. Now let's look at this one, how you can step it up, just like we did on the other one. So for our first one, I did the same thing as the other card. I just layered it. So we've got a layer of basic white, basic black onto the note card. Otherwise, everything's the same. Then same thing. We can go ahead and add that same linen bow, 3 of the black dots in the inside, And look at how it just kind of progresses and steps it up. And then finally, let's see, let's bring the third one in here as well. So we started, we went to that, we went to that. And then on this one, now you can see underneath, I've got the granny apple. So what I did to stamp this card is I first stamped the whole image in the granny apple green. Then I took it, cleaned it off, and I stamped it on a scrap paper with that daffodil and just cut out the 3. But before, without re-inking it, so I have the same thing going here, I took it when it had that daffodil ink on it. After stamping this full strength, I came back here and kind of stamped it right on top of the green. You know, if you look under these, those flowers are green underneath there. But when I put the ones that I cut out using the dimensionals, you can see how it just puts the flowers there and we have some green. And then our greeting, I cut out as well and used the dimensionals on it. So there we go. We can see add some layers, add our bow and our dots, and then add some layers by cutting. So I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial that's really aimed at those of you just getting started with stamping, to show you how you can start out with stamps, ink, and paper and make some great cards. Add a little bit more paper and a cutter and some adhesive, and you can step up a little bit. And then it's very simple to add, just keep adding a couple more things and your cards just get prettier and prettier. They're not harder, they just take a little bit more time. Now make sure you use the link down in the video description to go to the website. You can download that PDF, which will show you pictures of these cards, as well as show you all the supplies I use, which is a recommended purchase for those of you starting out. And it'll also give you all the cutting dimensions and stuff so that you can make these exact same cards once you have all of your supplies. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Leave me a comment, send me an email. I would love to help you get started on your card making journey and make sure that you love it as much as I do. So I'll be stamping with you again real soon. Have a stamp happy day.